The second edition of the Women's Premier League is around the corner, and the action will start with high-octane auction on December 9, where the franchises will look to bolster their respective squads ahead of the much-awaited season. As the cricketing world gears up for the WPL auction, we take a look at the 5 overseas players who might fetch big at the auction table. Starting from Sri Lanka's Chamaria Tapattu. Despite having a base price of Rs 30 lakh, Tapattu found no takers in the inaugural WPL auction. Tapattu starred with 2 unbeaten centuries in Sri Lanka's first ever ODI series win against New Zealand and scored an unbeaten 47 ball 80 for their first win in a T20I against New Zealand, and then led the charge in the first ever T20I series win over England in September. Her outstanding batting form meant a late call-up from Sydney Thunders for the 2023 W Big Bash League as an injury replacement. However, she took the WPL by storm and finished with 552 runs, which was the second most in the season, and that too at a strike rate of 127, and with the Player of the Series award. She also returned with 9 wickets with the ball at an economy rate of just under 7. Don't be surprised if Tapattu bags big at the auction table. Next in the list is West Indies' Deandra Doughton. The West Indies veteran was signed for Rs 60 lakh by Gujarat Giants last season, but did not take part in the WPL 2023 after the franchisee excluded her on medical grounds in a move that created controversy on social media. Doughton also rubbished Gujarat's claim that she was medically unfit. Now she is back in the auction at the highest base price of Rs 50 lakh. One of the best players going around in the T20s, Doughton has 100 to her name in international T20Is and 62 wickets, including best figures of 5 for 5. She is also an excellent fielder and will be a top choice for most of the teams. Next is England's Danny Wyatt. Danny Wyatt had surprisingly gone unsold last season. This time she could get a high bid after she produced some blistering knocks in Women's 100. She scored 265 runs at a strike rate of 141.14 and has an impeccable record in India, scoring 459 runs in 16 games. She recently produced a statement knock against India in the first T20I at the Wankhede Stadium, scoring a 47 ball 75. Next is South African veteran Shabnim Ismail. An intense bidding war saw UP Warriors pick up Ismail for Rs 1 crore at the last auction, but she played only thrice in the entire season. The fiery South Africa fast bowler, who retired from internationals earlier this year, took the Women's 100, the Women's Caribbean Premier League and the Women's Big Bash League by storm. She picked up 11 wickets in the Women's 100, including a hat-trick in the last over that helped Welsh Fire defeat Birmingham Phoenix. Ismail also picked up 13 wickets for Hobart Hurricanes in the WBBL after a 4-4 for Guyana Amazon Warriors in the WCPL final. Last but not the least is USA's Tara Norris. With a base price of Rs 10 lakh and representing the USA, Norris brings a unique element with her pace bowling, offering a fresh perspective to the league. Representing Delhi Capitals in the last edition, Norris played 5 games and bagged 7 wickets, including a 5-wicket haul. Given that Norris represents an associate nation, franchises might break the bank for her, given that an additional associate nation overseas player can take the playing 11 even if there are 4 overseas players in the list. Whom do you think will bag the highest bid in the WPL auction? Do let us know in the comment section below and keep following Revsportz for more.